Way that it's going, I see it going in a pretty good direction, man. You have a lot of youngsters out here doing it. Look at Camino, man.
Just getting the hydros hooked up, man. Those out there that got the whips, man. If y'all want,
It's out here, bro. We're doing it live right now. It's dope. Check it out, bro. You already know what it is. We're having a good night.
Right, man. You're here, man. Everywhere you want to be, man. It's your boy still dipping there, but we out here, man. Live Ride Podcast. It is what it is. If you got something going on, go ahead and holler. We'll pull up. It's flying tonight.
Yeah, buddy.
That thing. Go ahead and turn around.
Let's get this going, man. Let's get this popping.
like, you don't look like that.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rizzy, R-I-Z-Z-I-T-Y. And as always, I'm here with your boy Agent Zero. And we got special guests in the house tonight. Come on, Holmes Customs. If you don't know, you're about to find out. They're going to let you know a little bit about themselves and what they do. To the right of him, we got Jeremy. Probably not Jeremy because I got all the names mixed up, but I know everybody's names. So we got Jeremy, Bugs, and Samson in the club. And then all the way to your far right, we got your man Mike Nins, man. And as always, man, I like to start it off with it's Wednesday, it's hump day within the middle of the week. So how's your week been so far?
So far today, it's been all right until today happened, man. But that's another story. We're not here about me right now, so let's get this stuff rolling.
USB 2.0.
USB 2.0.
Yeah,
man. So, and you, Mark, what you got, man?
Hey, man, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's getting close to the holidays, end of the year. We got a lot of events, a lot of all kind of stuff going on. So, man, we do what we got to do. And I'm pretty excited about what we got going on, man. How's your week going on so far?
Pretty good so far. Good.
So first and foremost, man, go ahead and introduce yourself. I don't know where you want to start, but tell me about yourself, the business you got. I know we have upholstery, right? And then that's pretty much what we do. Yeah. But hey, man, go ahead and do your thing.
Thank you. Okay, I'm Jeremy. I do upholstery. So my business is Jeremy's Upholstery. And I do
Very original.
Yeah, very original. That's it. I do stock and custom, and that's all there is. No.
Stock and custom. You'll say you want what you want. You want stock, you want custom.
That's what I do.
How long you been in the business, man?
And I've been doing automotive stuff since I was in high school, but as my own business, I barely moved here to Arizona in 2020.
Damn, where's that from?
From Utah.
Welcome to AZ, man.
Hey,
welcome to AZ.
Yeah.
Woo! I was in Utah not too long ago. That's tough.
Yeah. So been over here and business has been going good. So
Right on, man.
Yeah.
You do more
I've been doing
customs?
that.
You do more custom rides than stock rides, or?
Well, in Utah, it was more stock rides.
Yeah.
No. I've been doing this, man, maybe like 15, 17 years, something like that.
All right.
Nice. Heck yeah, man. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good job, man.
All right. So, who's up next, man? What's going on, big dog?
Oh, I'm Samson. I'm actually Come On Homes Custom. I do the hydraulics and suspension, fabrication, whatever we got to do to any of the cars.
Jeez. How long you been doing that, man?
Man, I've been doing it since I was a kid. My dad, he's always worked on cars. He's a old time greaser, street rod guy, and just in the backyard, he had just a little shop back there, and I just go back there and do whatever he does, and I ruined a bunch of shit trying to figure shit out.
Hey, man, that's the only way to learn, man.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit. He's like, do whatever you want. Like, I was like 8 years old trying to fucking weld and shit. And like, who lets little guys go just hit the welder, you know what I mean?
That's dope. I bet you're a pro now.
Yeah, but that's what I do, and I've just been doing it, it's just a hobby for me. I don't have a business doing it, and if some homie or family member, anybody wants something done, I just do it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get rich off this shit.
Hell yeah.
All right. And you, Bugs, how'd you start, man?
I started when I was a kid, just seeing custom cars, seeing the Harleys. You know, it caught my eye at a very young age. You know, going back and forth to California. You know, it's funny, but back when I was a kid, you know, my family we'd go to Northern California a lot. Here I'm thinking it's vacation, but not realizing well, my family was actually picking the crops. You know, which is cool because it humbled. You know, it showed me how to make money and how not to act like you're too good for anything.
Right.
Which I'm glad my mom and my grandma, my uncle showed me that. So you know, at the same time when I was doing that, I mean, you know, going on the California, I see these semis, you know, and you know all the lights and all the chrome and stuff like that, and I started noticing the little details, you know, the lettering, the pinstriping, and I was hooked at a young age, you know. But really, what got me after that when we came back, I don't know if anybody if you guys remember, but there was a movie called The California Kid. You know, it was a hot rod movie, but it was a badass movie. You know, when I seen that car with the flames on it, man, I was like, I got to do this. You know what I mean? So young age, I just got the bug. You know.
You got the bug. Hey, no pun intended.
What up?
Hey, man, what up, Maria, Eric, and Rosalinda? You know what's crazy? Man, I know this is funny, but I stopped liking flames on cars when they came out with PT Cruisers many years ago, and they started putting flames on PT Cruisers. Did you see that?
Who nominated that as a cruiser?
And I was like, hold on, dog. It threw me off from the whole thing. I'm like, as soon as we work on this, man, we want to talk about what we got going on.
The real you.
Well, no, I definitely want to make sure that we have, we touch on every little thing because definitely it's the businesses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because definitely want to make sure your business is out there. And then, you know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to look for something, they got you going too, you know? So, but Chris, I'm gonna go ahead and let you ask some questions and let me do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So let's start out with this. Earlier, pre-show, we were talking about the car and stuff. Tell us a little bit about that. How you guys came together to the concept of the car. What were they looking for? What, you know, was it your guys' idea, or was it, you know, something that they came to you guys, approached you guys about, obviously, and say, man, we want to do this car. Did you guys get to pick out the car? Did you guys, you know, obviously do a lot of painting and stuff onto it, everything, right?
Yeah.
How did it all come about?
A buddy of mine gave my number. Little shout out to Clay from the Few.
Clay from the Few?
Yep. So he gave my number, and a couple other people also mentioned my name to the Suns when they called. They're talking about how did I feel about doing a build, and in reality, I thought someone messing around, you know. But when they told me how serious they were, you know, I was meeting Samson for dinner that night, and so you know, I sat down at the dinner table, and me and Samson, hey Samson, I just got approached about building a car for the Suns. What do you think about this? You know, I mean, they want the hydraulics, they want the interior, they want the whole 9 yards of this thing and stuff. So, you know, talked about it, and of course, Samson's always got my back. He goes, let's do this, and we got this, you know. So we came up with a crew that, you know, when we got the car, and it's funny because they asked what kind of car. Well, first I wanted a 59. 59. I go, the only way we can do this is that it's gotta be super cherry. I can't have a bucket. I gotta have something that's nice already. So once me and the guy seen it, we went down to the office, the Suns and Hess from Utah bought the car and hey, the car's here. Went to go check it out. We couldn't believe how clean this car was. I mean, I almost didn't want I don't want to tear this car down, but at the same time, you gotta realize, I mean, there's a lot of red 57 rag tops. They all look the same. So you know what? It didn't hurt that much because there was so many of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, us as a team, we got the car, we looked at it, we dissected.
Two months.
We did this car in 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
From a stock 57 to what we see now on the flyers and everything else.
Yeah.
That's 2 months of work.
Yep.
That's like
It's insane.
yeah, that really is incredible. How many people did you have working on it?
What do you have, son? 12?
Yeah, 12, and towards the end we had to bring in a few more guys just to get it done. But the other thing you got to realize too is we had 2 months to do it, and we all have full-time jobs.
Right.
So we still had to do our full-time jobs to make our living and work.
Right.
And still get the car done.
That's what I'm saying. That 2 months that's
Yeah, that I mean, people look at us like, there's no way you guys could have done it. We had to.
Right.
I mean, some of us need to go rehab, but no.
Yeah.
So that was all.
Yeah.
So that was all. The 2 month stretch was because of the tournament that was
Yeah.
coming up, or
Well, because they wanted it before the season started,
okay.
so they had to have it there. So, I mean, I had to put off a few jobs, I don't want to make anybody mad, but it's like, I'm sorry. I said, I got to do this, I mean, we had to build this car, to show people what we can do, and at the same time, show them what us as a community do, to build something like this.
Right.
People don't realize this, but I didn't just think about myself. I thought about me and my team, and I thought about our culture, of lowriding. I mean, I've been lowriding since the 80s. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's in our blood, and it's in Samson's blood. I mean, I met Samson when he was a kid. His nana lived next door to my mom, and I remember Samson being a little dude walking up to my car, like, what's this little dude just keeps coming up here and bugging, not realizing that this guy was gonna be my
Right hand man.
right-hand man.
Yeah.
My compadre, one of my top partners,
Nice.
one of my best friends.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wanted me out of his hair, and I was like, nah, it's not that easy.
I'm stuck, man.
Yeah, like I said, my dad, he had hot rods and custom cars, but he didn't have lowriders. And I seen a lowrider, and like that's what I wanted.
Right.
Like, my dad, these guys used to bring cars to my dad's house. I was a little dude, and I used to
There's
see
every
their
car
cars.
shows with my cars at his house.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I tell my little homies at school, I'm like, hey, I got these lowriders in the backyard.
Yeah.
After school, let's go check them out. So me and all my homies from the neighborhood, we just go and check out these cars, But like when I seen them, like shit, I want a lowrider. Screw that hot rod shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm the same way, man. I got a brother that he's all in the hot rods, man, and putting big old engines and shit in trucks and cars and stuff, engine swap for LSs and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, man. It's got to be low and slow. You can't,
Like,
there's no rush.
don't get us wrong. We still build nice engines to put in these cars.
Right.
Like my son, he's building a 62. He has a 383 stroker and a 62 and is building a lowrider.
Nice.
So like I feel sorry for those 13s because he's just gonna smoke them.
Yeah, man. There's no way you're gonna hold that horsepower back, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
so,
That's really crazy.
you just put the best of both worlds.
So what was your first car as a lowrider? Your first official lowrider that
It's a 66 Impala. I still own it.
you still have your first one, huh?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's the car I have. I have it. Bugs painted it, and we take it out. It's been around. It's the icebreaker.
Right.
So I still have it.
Nice. And you? What you got?
64. I had a few 64s. The last one I wish I still had was from high school, and I mean that car. We been through a lot of stuff, you know, thick and thin with that car. You know, I mean it's and then I had a 68 Caprice. Sold that in Texas. I didn't want to sell that one, but the guy says it's crazy. We became good friends, but the guy comes out and he goes, "Hey, whose 68 is that?" I go, "That's mine." Because you want to sell it? I said, "No, I don't want to sell that car." But it's funny because he had a bodyguard with him. He was a big old cowboy with a big 6-shooter set to his side, and he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "I want to buy that. It's like, they're not for sale." It's funny because I was doing a job out there. I was striping out there, and I was trying to get all my brushes, everything back in the box. But hey, Brady, get the car, man. We gotta get the hell out of here. Look, this guy was my car. I don't want to sell it to him. Well, his bodyguard comes out. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "so and so wants to talk to you in the kitchen." I go, "I don't have time, man. I gotta leave." So he crosses his arms right there with a big 6-shooter. He goes, "You ain't going nowhere. He wants to talk to you." I'm like, "Ah, man." It's funny because I go back in the kitchen. He goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "I really like your car, man. I'm gonna buy it." He says, "Not for sale." He goes, "Well, you're gonna sell it to me, like it or not." But you know, it's funny because he tries to be a good dude. To this day, you know, we still talk here and there. He bought the car and sent me back on a bus. You know,
made you an offer you couldn't refuse, or what?
Yeah, you know, but I mean, you know, if you guys knew what I was talking about, I'd be like, "Oh, I was sold the car too." You know,
Yeah.
I had no choice.
That'd
But
be
it's
gone.
all good though.
Right.
You know, but yeah. So I've had that. I mean, I've had some different cars.
William says, "Hey, Bugs and Samson."
What's up, William?
Jeremy Goodman said, "What up, Bugs and Jeremy?" You know, we had technical difficulties, but that's what we're here for, to fix the shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Now we back.
So back up just a little tiny bit about the car. You got a phone call about
Wait.
William.
The 57, yeah. So I get the phone call, you know, and you know, a couple weeks go by, and I didn't hear anything, and so I thought, oh man, these guys are just, you know, pulling my leg, you know.
Yeah.
So sure enough, they get the call. I got the call again, you know. "Hey man, we got the car. It's narrowed down to a 58 or 57. What do you want?" And I told him 57. You know, so I told Samson, I told Jeremy, I told him, "Hey man, it's on. This thing's really gonna happen." So we go down to the office of the Phoenix Suns, and you know, we meet their team,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking. You know, they're waiting for Hess to pull up. I don't know if you guys know who Hess is, but he's what's the shop called, Jeremy?
Rag shop.
The rag shop, something like
Yeah,
that.
he gets a bunch of badass clean
Yeah, rag
rag
top.
tops.
That guy gets
Out of Utah.
whatever you want, he can get.
Mhm.
So we get the call. "Hey man, Hess down there with the car." So we go look at it, and man, this thing's immaculate. I mean, we're looking at it like we're gonna tear this thing apart. We're pretty much gonna divergenize this poor car, man. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
So yeah, so we got it. You know, they brought it to the house, and man, I mean, we just went over this car and got the team together and said, "Can we do this?" And you know, we got lucky, man, and we had Earnhardt Chevrolet let us build the car at their facility.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Man.
So thank you to Earnhardt. You know, so cool people. You know, we
Heck
went
yeah.
back there, and I mean, there was a booth back there. There was a couple bays, and the booth hadn't been fired in over a year. So we went in there and fired it up, cleaned the whole place out, and we went to work. You know, it's time to go to work. You know, so I mean, the team I had, like I said, it's an amazing team. I couldn't ask for any better guys than what we had. You know,
And then I heard you guys had a 2-week turnaround.
so 2 months.
2 months.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I was like, that's like a motherfucker putting his resignation and shit. Man, I'll put my 2 weeks notice here. Y'all gonna come and finish.
Yeah. So like I was saying, I mean, I had 2 months, but I mean, I had to put some people on the back burner. I mean, you know, I had to because, hey man, this is for our sons, you know.
Right.
So you know, like I said, talking with Samson and Jeremy, they were on board and came up with a good game plan. And Samson here got down with the hydraulics. I mean, he did a hell of a job. I know, you know, he surprised me. Samson did more than what I thought he was gonna do. I knew he was capable of it, but damn, he surprised me. Him and his boys, they got down.
Nice.
What you think, Sam? Tell me a little bit about it, man.
Well, that's the thing. I know how to do all of it. I tell people, hey, that, you know, they're like, "I'm gonna lift my car." I'm like, "Hey, I'll help you out." They're like, yeah, no problem. I see them later on. Cars has hydraulics, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? Like there was never any trust that anybody thought that I could do it. But I've been doing it for years, doing my own cars, doing my brother's cars, doing some of the homies' cars.
Yeah.
But I never put it out there and bragged about it and says, hey, I could do this. This is my business. And I did the last time I did my car. People seen it like, man, that's nice. You know, who did that? Oh, I did that. Like, oh yeah, whatever. Nobody had faith. You know what I mean? So when Bug's like, hey, do you want to do this? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So when I started doing it, you know, at first I was thinking simple mind. Oh, we're just gonna do this and that. I was like, fuck that. The world's gonna see this shit.
The world.
Hell yeah.
The world.
So I was like, fuck, we got to put everything into it. So I told my boys, my workers are my boys. My two boys, Noah and Dominic, and then my nephew, Patrick. But Patrick, he's like my son. He's with me everywhere too. So I said, hey guys, we got to do some work. I said, it's not going to be fun. It's going to be fucking dirty and we're going to get down.
Right.
And we just started going to town, and every day and every night we were just in there hitting it. Showing Bugs, look, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? You know, I wanted it to be my design and what I could do, but still, this is for Bugs because, you know, Bugs is the builder here. So, you know, I would say, hey, Bugs, come here, check this out. Look what we got. You know, he'd be like, oh, yeah, that looks cool. Or, you know, sometimes he's like, oh, you know what, maybe we should change this or that. And we would change it and like, fuck, and yeah, that does, it turns out, you know?
Yeah.
But I knew that at the end, the final product, it had to be clean and presentable to show the world like, hey, man, these guys know what they're really doing. You know, we had to show like people are haters. You know, they're going to say, oh, those guys don't know what they're doing. Well, maybe we don't know 100% what we're doing, but
Nobody does.
we could still get the job done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the response that I've gotten from that setup that we have in that car is like, it's unreal. You know,
Yeah.
honestly, some people don't even believe that I did it. They're like, who did that? It's like, come on, what do you mean who did that?
Yeah.
Show up, show out.
And that's what it comes back
You don't,
to.
you don't do it like a full time, right? You don't do it like
It's not-
full time.
It's not a full-time job, no. Like I said, it's just something I do or I could do, and if somebody wants it done, of course, I'm gonna help them out and we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, and if not, then cool. Like I said, I have a full-time job, and you know, we'll just keep doing it, and we'll do our cars. You know, our cars will have clean setups, and we don't have to go pay the big dollars that's out there. You know,
Right.
like this,
Exactly.
it ain't cheap. You know,
No.
and these dudes that are out there doing it, they're badass dudes. You know what I mean? And those guys get paid, and you know, and it's like I can't afford that. You know, so I got to do my own shit, and I got to keep up with with how badass they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Bugs. Hi, Theo Bugs from Hannah. No, they're tuning in.
All right.
So when you guys finished the car, what was there any other? Was there anybody else that had to sign off and approve it? Look into it, or was it?
Yeah,
that's like, hey, we're gonna-
the one that had approved a lot of stuff was well, in the color scheme anyways, was one of the girls that works for the Suns. You know, it's funny because when she first seen me laying the graphics out and I sprayed a couple of colors, I think I had her nervous. Because she was like, I don't know if that's gonna work. I was like, well, I said, you hired me to do this. Like, well, that's what I do. You know, and I told her, go, give me a chance to go. I'm barely getting started.
Damn.
And once I finished the whole car, the whole color scheme came together. She was like, "Oh man," she goes, "You had me nervous." I'm like, "You didn't have to be nervous. Daddy was here."
Damn. Damn.
It's funny. I mean,
Yeah.
she's like, but people get like that with me sometimes. If I do a paint job, they question me like, you know, what's going on there? It's like, I'm not done yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wait till I'm done, you know. And even with Jeremy, with the upholstery that he did, I mean, you know, I kind of gave him a direction which way we got to go with it. But after that, you know, the ball's in his court. He can do what he wants. And I mean, Jeremy did a hell of a job, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm really proud of my guys, Samson and Jeremy and the boys, his boys and my boys, and a couple of friends that came to help us in the end. I mean, everybody put work in.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you one thing. I mean, even like right now, I look at the car and it's like, hey guys, do you guys believe we even did that? You know, it's something as a kid that when you get into cars, you see some of the top dogs building cars. You know, and I lived in California for a while too, so I mean, I got to meet a lot of the big dogs out there.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, people that were my idols, like, wow, man. And what's awesome about that, not only did I get to meet them, but I became real good friends with some of them too. You know what I mean? Like, and so we collab and before I go back and forth, all I did was talk paint. You know, it's like we're from a different planet.
Yeah.
When it comes to you know, colors and pinstriping, and this is a whole different world right here. You know, some of you may look at it like, why are you doing that? You know, you know, like, it's dumb. You know, like, I've had a couple of haters make some dumb comments about the car already. It's like, you know, you don't even belong here because you don't know what this is about.
Yeah.
You know,
And of course you're gonna get that, especially
Yeah.
if it's so main, you know, wide stream of
That's
season
worldwide
like that.
right
You're
there.
definitely gonna get, you know.
yeah, and you know what? It's expected, like the toys guys. When the car comes out, I said, before they give you a compliment, they gonna look for the mistakes before they give you a compliment.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, but that's okay, I go, because there was very, very few mistakes in that car. Especially with the time we had. I mean,
Right.
there's a mistake, give us a break, man. We're on the car like, you know, every weekend. I mean, we're talking hours and hours for this car. We had to, because we knew when the car was gonna get done,
Lucky.
it's like there's gonna be thousands, 100,000 people looking at it, you know.
Millions of people, man.
Yeah.
Millions of people.
You know,
That's
and-
worldwide right there.
And I tell you what, I mean, thank God. I mean,
In the
I've had a lot
commercials?
of good feedback on it. I mean, I've had people tell me that they're in Texas and talking about the car. You know, Samson goes to a barber shop and you can hear people talking about the car. He doesn't say that we did it. He's supposed to hear what everybody's reaction is. And a
Right.
lot of it is positive.
Right.
Good positive
It
stuff on it.
should all be positive. So I got a question about the car. You guys said a 2-month turnaround time. How far did you guys go with the deconstruction and the reconstruction of it? Did you guys fully wrap the frame? Did you powder coat the frame, or is it painted, or did you fully reinforce the frame, or there's just the stress points? Or
As far as the frame goes, we repainted it, but it's all painted black. We redid the front end, the front A-arms, uppers and lowers. And we pulled the leaf springs out, put a 4-link suspension in there.
nice.
With that, with putting the hydraulics, we had to put a bridge in.
Right.
And so the suspension underneath is fully redone.
Okay.
Yeah, everything down there it's all new. So we shortened the rear end so that way we could run skirts while it's laid out. So pretty much everything underneath is customized. Nobody will ever see it, nobody will ever know about it, but it's all done underneath.
But you guys do.
You
guys know. You guys
Yes.
know what's went into it.
Yeah.
So it's just a basic lay and play setup, or is it? actually
Yeah, it's
3-in-1?
front, back, side to side. Yeah, just a basic thing. We didn't really want to put a whole lot into it, not knowing what they wanted to do with the car. And you know, if you put more than just that, there's potentials of ruining the car
Right.
or hurting it.
Yeah.
And then you know, the car is beautiful, so we wanted to stay like that. You know, so we gave them just enough to have fun, but
Right.
nothing to really damage.
To
the
destroy
whole
it.
lot.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about the upholstery, man. How did you come up with the concept, the color schemes and stuff? I know it follows the paint job, but
Yeah, well, at first I had a whole different idea, and it was just gonna be kind of, you know, more like we wanted to put buckets in the front and back, and just go like a solid color, something that, you know, would be like, you know, everybody like eye pleasing and everywhere like. But then once I started seeing the colors and everything that was going in the trunk, like, forget this, man, we got to go wild and crazy, man. So started putting colors and sat down and drew up some designs for the seats that would kind of match with, you know,
the concept.
yeah, the paint job.
Right.
And then just went from there. Took out all so the seats, took out all the springs, reformed everything, so it's like a newer car, so it's not so bouncy and everything. Yeah, but I was like, I can't just go
Basic?
Yeah, I can't just do a wild paint job and the trunk's all lit up and painted and then just have purple interior. So I put all the colors in there. Door panels matched. Try to match up the lines with the colors to go all the way through the door panels.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff.
A couple questions, real quick. How did y'all gentlemen meet? and realize that you'd be a terrific team.
They just really picked me up.
27th Avenue Union School.
How are you guys going? Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Yeah, the thing about me and Samson, we've been friends for many, many years, and Samson knows what I do, and he come around my shop, and you know, what Samson doing his hydraulic stuff, I already know that they can do it, and then Jeremy coming along on the team, I mean, it's like really, I mean, they were handpicked, you know, and I wanted friends to do the car with me,
Yeah.
you know, which was awesome, you know, and like I said, I mean, I couldn't find a better pair of people, because you know what's crazy is like I work with different people, and the thing about us is that nobody came with an ego, you know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody came with an attitude. We all, you know, just took direction, and I think that's what made everything so smooth, you know. But like I said, I've known Samson his whole life practically, and then Jeremy, I met him at a shop many years ago, and then I went down to Salt Lake to a car show, and I seen him there again, and we kind of like, you know, hooked up again and kept talking, and brought him out here, you know, from Salt Lake. And then we went to Sturgis for 2 weeks. I went to Sturgis. And then you couldn't get rid of me. Yeah, I couldn't get rid of him after that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you met. We're all friends. I mean, you know, and the thing about it, what I like is that we're not jealous of each other. You know, like if somebody does something better, we compliment each other. We're not there trying to take anything from each other.
Definitely.
We're there as a true family. Like hell yeah, you know. It's like you hit a home run, I'm gonna cheer for you. You know, and that's the way we are.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked with people before in the past where I thought they were my friends, and really they were just there to take, and that's not really being friends, you know. But here, with us, we're our own cheering squad. You know, if we win, we all win.
Yeah, definitely. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because the give and take, and you know, just everything kind of flows better when there's no
jealousy.
issues, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So man, that's awesome. I know somebody had was asking that. I'm trying to catch up on these comments real quick. Somebody put super dope, time bugs. Chubby says Saka.
Sir.
George said, I want to say I'm so proud of my good friends, my brothers. George Jaquez.
Hawkins.
Yeah. Right on,
So
George.
George.
Yep, yeah, Hawkins.
Jason, what up, Samson? Jeremy Bugs. Jason Delgado.
Mace, from where is he from?
Oh, yeah, Jason, he's from Kansas.
Kansas.
Yeah, he's a really
Oh shit. What's
Yeah.
up, Kansas?
Yeah.
Kansas in the
yeah,
house,
he's a
man.
good dude, man.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you guys for chiming in.
Fuck, he
stayed up late. It's late.
way past his bedtime.
Yeah.
Probably in trouble too.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you for
bad,
that, man.
Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Jason came for Thanksgiving, and we kidnapped him from his family. His family, and they're on Maricopa.
Oh
We were
shit.
like, I said, come by, and he came by, and we're like, all right, we're gonna just start drinking now.
No.
We got
We didn't explain that to you on the phone.
we got them all fucked up, and then sent them on the Uber.
Knocked on the door.
I know Uber.
Damn, that's a
Yeah, Jason's a good dude.
To the wrong direction.
Bro, passing out on the Uber's the worst shit ever.
Oh man.
I don't know. I never experienced that
driving
shit.
the Uber when they passed out, and is the worst shit.
Oh, when you're the Uber driver, they
Yeah.
pass out this shit. Yeah. Are any of you guys in any car clubs?
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
See, I said that.
Yeah, well, actually, the last club I was from Lifestyle. I mean, you know, we're still cool and everything like that. I stepped out for a little while because I got so busy, you know, and with my business, my family, and things like that. But I mean, once in a while, I still go around the guys, and it's always good to see them, you know, because I lived in LA for a while too, you know, and which is cool, you know, and I got Samson in there too. I told Samson, I go, it's not gonna be an easy ride. I said, but when you get in and you make memories with these guys, man, you'll never forget them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so that was cool, man. I mean, I'll tell you one thing about Lifestyle. I mean, I've been in a couple other clubs, you know, growing up, you know, but I mean, Lifestyle is just something that, man, once you're in, it's hard to see it from the outside. You got to be on the inside to really, you know, feel it. You know, and I was telling Samson, I mean, he missed out because the best times were in the 90s.
you know, I mean, with some of the old members, I mean, some of the parties, I mean, some of the car building that went on back then, you know, well, I remember at the time, Chewy's garage, some of the baddest cars came out of his garage out in East LA. And I got to experience some of that stuff.
Damn.
You know, so yeah, I mean, I could literally write a book on the things that I've seen in LA with car builders and some of the people that I've met.
Yeah, that's
You
awesome.
know, yeah, which is awesome. It's different than Phoenix, but Phoenix has its own, you know, and I've been around that stuff too. I mean, my whole life I've been about lowriders
Yeah.
and different people.
So what do you drive right now?
I got a 72 Impala, which Samson is redoing the hydraulics in it. What do you see this one? I mean, Samson's really getting down on hydraulics. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I got that, and then I got a 67 Impala also. It's all original. It's clean too. That you know, the day we de-virginize that car, man, it's gonna hurt because it's so clean right now. But you only live once,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you guys drive?
Right. I have a '66 Impala.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the car we were talking about
The
earlier.
first one.
Yeah, and
Yep.
like that's the car that I have in from Lifestyle. It's a lifestyle car.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, like Bug says, it's the ultimate place up there. Like shit, I'm from Arizona. And they welcome me with open arms over there. You know,
Right.
they're the baddest dudes, man.
Nice.
I was scared and nervous at first going out there. Like
Right.
shit, I don't know Bugs.
Huh.
Bugs like, don't worry, they're cool. I'm like, shoot. But,
What about you, Jeremy?
Right now, I'm still working on it. I got an 80 Cadillac that I'm just trying to fix to be my daily driver. I gotta get a home from 77.
Oh yeah. This guy. Yeah, love my Monte Carlos, man.
Yeah.
Love my Monte Carlos.
And do all show bar.
Exactly.
Williams Gary says we go back to the Dino days. Dino.
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 Yeah, Dino days, yeah.
Dino, like what? San Bernardino.
No, I'm talking about Dino's was a bike shop.
Oh, okay.
Where they did a bunch of back at that time, what was it, maybe middle 90s, you know, back then was a craze for the choppers, you know, everybody's building choppers. And so Dino was putting on some work. I worked there for a little while, and so you know, because I wanted to see what it was like, you know, but to me, I mean, the paint job's a paint job, whether it's a chopper or a lowrider or whatever, you know. But it was fun.
Have you have there ever been situations when you first started when you're like, oh shit, I fucked up somebody's shit. I gotta
No, I mean,
strip down and do it again.
well, Samson's car, when I first painted his car, I remember he brought it to me, and you know, I looked at the pattern work I did on it, and I was so unhappy with that at the time, you know, and I just kept looking at it, and that's when I started doing some deep soul searching, you know. And because when I was doing Samson's car, I was doing Daniel Choa's 64 Impala, the Caliente 64.
Okay.
So when I did both of those cars, it's crazy, but it's like I kind of shut myself in the shop one day, and I looked at Samson. He came over to look at it. He goes, "Oh, it looks pretty good, Holmes." You know, I'm like, it's okay, Samson. But I go, but to be honest with you, I said, let me redo the whole car again. I said, you won't regret it. I go, I got these ideas that just hit me. And so sure enough, do you remember the first time I did the graphics in your car?
mm-hmm.
I look at those graphics, and I found a couple of pictures. I go, damn, what the hell was I thinking? You know, there was no flow to them. And I don't know, but it just got me one day, and I redid the whole car. And I don't think you regret the decision, right?
No, it was probably one of the best decisions that I made. And actually, it was kind of hard for me because when I walked in and see my car, I was like, fuck, this fucking, to me, that shit looked badass.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, Sammy, he goes, we got to tear it all off and start fresh. He goes, new base, new everything, new. I was like, wow. I said, that's what you think we got to do, then fuck it, let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
That's what he said. He goes, believe me, he goes, you won't regret it. He goes, if you think that's badass what you see now, he goes, you'll really like it when it's done. And that's what I got now. And it's crazy that that car gets so much attention, and everybody has so many good compliments on it. And, you know, it's just different. It's a different style because of the colors, you know? It just changes it all. But
That's
It
awesome.
was never a regret to start fresh.
Yeah, his and Dan Ochoa too. Dan Ochoa, I known him since high school, and he brought me the car too. And even when I did his, man, I just, I like I said, I had to do some real soul searching, And then the people that I met in California, just all hit me. It's like, I said, even some of the baddest painters in California, you got to do something that's gonna be timeless.
Yeah.
And that's the paint jobs that I do right now. Like everything I do is timeless. I don't want to look like, oh, I remember those paint jobs back from the 80s and 90s. No, my paint job, I mean, I think could hang with a lot of new paint jobs. Because I remember one time my friend Mario, he passed away, from the candy factory. I used to always pick his brain. And one thing he always would tell me, he goes, you know what? He goes, when I do my graphics, he goes, I don't like to do freeway graphics. I'm like, freeway graphics? What do you mean? He goes, yeah, the graphics are over and under, all over each other, So I stuck to my head, and I was like, freeway graphics. And I go, I don't want those either. So I kind of followed his the way he would do his graphics.
Yeah.
And his paint jobs are timeless.
Right.
And that's the way I wanted to do my style. I didn't want mine to look like anybody else's.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of badass painters out there, and but I can always tell when they're taking this guy. I go, well, he took that paint job from so and so, and I can tell. But I don't want to mention no names because I don't get nobody mad at me, and that's cool,
Yeah.
If that's what you like, hey, more power to you. But I know that I want to be different.
Speaking of names, Jose Mendoza, much love from H-Town, proud of my brothers. Taylene, I'm from AZ, we stand on business. Rustic Customs AZ said the build. Then it also said, to be honest and willing to speak about it takes a lot. Thanks for taking accountability. And then Rustic Custom says, give a shout out to my big brother and Rustic Custom AZ.
I'm not sure.
You know what? Say yes, you're live.
He was joking with you, man.
Hey, shout out to Rustic Custom AZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know what?
That's all I love.
What's crazy is I know so many people out there that, forgive me if I don't remember everybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Looks like a station wagon, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a station wagon, right?
It's 59, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that I know, and I mean, hey man, sorry if I can't remember everybody. I smell a lot of paint fumes, a lot of dinner, man.
How long have you been in this business?
I'm going, a little over 40 years, probably about 42, 43 years that I've been totally doing this. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, since I was a kid, I just, I love this stuff. What's funny is, growing up, a lot of people see me do stuff, and some people, didn't really give me credit. They thought like, oh man, he's just doing it for a fad, or like, no, you guys don't know me that well. I want to shout out to one of my good friends, Jesse Anaya. He was from California. He moved over here, and he's the one that really believed in me at that time, because he see me, just trying my hardest, trying to do something. And, to this day, I'll never forget his words. He goes, one day, he goes, you'll be one of the best. I don't consider myself the best. I go, but thank you for those words, because they encourage me to just keep striving, keep going forward, and that's the thing about it. I'm not a bragger. I don't boast about myself. I would say, just let the car speak for itself. I don't need to tell people, I'm this and I'm that. Hey, the work will speak for itself.
Yeah.
And now
And I always like what my friend Jose says. How do you say? He goes, show with your paint, not with your mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that, but it's the truth. We don't have to brag about what we do. Hey man, if you love it, it'll show in your work.
Hell yeah. Go real quick, shifting over to the giggles. So the comment, so
Yeah, fucking Chubbs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know your name is Sean Rustic Customs. Okay.
What's up, fucking Chubbs?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Thanks for chiming in, brother.
Right on.
F and J, man. Fucking.
Yeah. So do you ever do anything like with bikes or any other?
Yeah, I've done a couple of bikes. Pretty much I've done skateboards, bikes. I even done a few coffins,
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's tough.
Yeah, I did my mom's coffin, and I didn't want to do no custom paint on it. I had a brother from the church come and he wrote some Hebrew scriptures around the whole casket.
Nice.
And, you know, and her casket was like a rose color, and I did all the lettering in gold leafing, you know, and I did all the outlining in red, which I wanted it to signify Jesus, you know, the blood of Jesus, you know, on the casket, and that was hard to do.
Oh,
That was very, very hard to do. I kept looking at it, like I kept, you know, to do for my mom, you know, and you know, my mom was my mom and my dad. So I mean, can you imagine? It's like I lost my mom and dad, you know, on that day, and it was tough, you know, and you know, my great friend, you know, the late Danny D. I mean, I did a couple caskets with him too, you know, so. It's quite the experience, you know, and when you do a casket, I mean, you really gotta. How would you say that the feeling is what's that word? Sombering?
Sobering?
Yeah, something like that.
Sobering?
Yeah, something like that. You know, to where like it's sad because the person that's gonna go into that's their last ride.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I've done a couple urns. I even done a couple baby caskets, you know, and you know, it's sad, but I mean, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you have your shop in you're in the East Valley?
Yeah. Right now, I'm doing stuff on the side of my house. You know what I mean? But I don't tell everybody where I live at because I don't want everybody. Hey man, can I get an estimate? Come on, dude. It's 9:00 at night.
Yeah, I definitely
You
feel
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
So
You don't want people sitting in the back of your house at 8:30 at night doing a podcast.
Yeah.
You know? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No,
but
the only people that come to my house are my real tight friends,
Yeah.
real close friends.
And then you got a shop as well? Or you do
Yeah,
kind
It's
of
in Chandler.
Chandler? Okay. And then you just do it.
Yeah, I work
For the homies.
in my dad's backyard. We
Still?
have a shop back there.
Still.
Damn.
You should have
that's
me still messing things up.
Well,
Shit. Still breaking shit.
Yeah, he's loving it right now because I've been back there so much. So I started working on Bugs' car back there, and he enjoys it because you know he just goes back there and chills and watches what I do, and you know moves all my stuff. I lay everything out what I need. I go do something, I come back and it's already all cleaned up. Like fuck, Dad, eat that shit.
How the roles are reversed, man?
Yeah.
From you being a kid,
Yeah.
messing shit up.
He did that shit on purpose. I didn't want to find that to him.
Yeah, man.
He thinks it's funny. He'll just sit back, smoke a cigarette, and laugh. I'm like, come on, leave my shit alone. But he,
Came back.
yeah, he's a good dad.
Remember that window you broke in 3rd grade?
Yeah, he's paying me
Now,
back for sure.
now he's calling all his friends over. Hey, come over.
Yeah.
Look at
Watch
this
my
guy.
son.
Look at
Let's
this
hide his
guy.
souls.
Yeah, that's no bullshit. So the other night, I was out there working, and my mom come out and give him the phone, and he's talking on the phone, and I'm, you know, just listening. He's like, "Oh yeah, you know, my son, you know, he was working on the car, and he did the car. He worked on the 57, and right now he has a car back here he's doing, and like you said, like I used to bring my friends and show them, look what my dad's doing.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, the
The
rows are
Reversed.
reversed, and
Yeah.
like he's telling his old homies, yeah, my son's over here doing this shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I never
Yeah.
thought it would be like that. You know?
Yeah, that's good shit, man.
That's awesome.
Oh, girls say fathers are the best. I don't never know how to say that name, but I do enjoy your logo. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Liberty
Oh,
Tag.
yeah, it is.
Oh yeah,
So that's pretty dope.
that's what's name from Liberty Tax.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce her name.
George?
Man.
Nobody
I
can.
can't pronounce her name, man.
Said Samson, tell them about the 2-story bike we built. 2-story bike.
2-story bike.
That
2-story bike.
how the fuck?
So, like I said, my dad, he had all kinds of shit in our backyard. You know, he would build us whatever we wanted. Me and my brothers, he would make it, build it, whatever we could do. You know. So, my dad, he got some bikes, and he welded them together.
And Lisa.
And he called them upside down bikes.
Oh yeah.
And he welded the bike frames together. So shit, we would have to get on top of the car or on top of a truck to get on the bike. And then we would just be fucking cruising around the neighborhood, and my dad would just make us these crazy bikes, and we'd just be cruising in the neighborhood. But shit, we'd be looking in yards and shit.
Down the alley.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why are you swimming?
They weren't even OSHA approved.
We had someone put badass brothers at 57 came out sick. Much love and respect. A lot of lowrider history and brothers that watched your thing for a lot of years. Definitely one of the best, brother.
Thank you.
So anonymous, man. Anonymous put that there.
OBJ.
Back to the two-story bike though.
Yeah, that shit sounds crazy as hell.
Shit sounds scary.
Hope you never wrecked. Did you ever wreck on that? motherfuckers?
No, like the first couple of times, you know, it's sketchy, but you start.
Every time it's sketchy. What the hell?
Hey, that work is probably.
Oh shit!
We're kids, you know what I mean? It's like you're not at the time you're not afraid of anything.
Yeah, you're not scared.
So we would ride it and shit, we would do wheelies, we'd bunny hop, we'd jump off the curves.
The dismount from that thing.
And
Oh man.
well, to get off of the bike, you got to do a wheelie, and when you do the wheelie, you go and then you land on your feet, and you have the handlebars and the wheels straight up.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
How you imagine that fall?
But George was always with us at our house, and he was in that shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
George is just as involved as I was back then.
So you talk about 2 regular and 20-inch bikes.
No. Yeah, no, we're like beach cruiser bikes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're
You were way in the fuck up
yeah,
there.
we're looking in yards.
God damn.
So
Climbing off rooftops and shit.
it says, "What up, homies?" This post was from he said, make sure so you know who we were talking about. The post was from Frank's Hydraulics.
Frank's.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on, Frank, what's up?
Yeah, Frank. Yeah, big Frank.
That's a big dog right there.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
Frank.
So
Thanks
Little
for
Loud
packing.
Podcast.
What's up, Frank? Yeah, man.
yeah.
And he's a legend himself.
Yeah, he's
Man,
got inducted to the Lowrider Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, he
Back at the Westworld show.
Yeah.
you know, growing up looking at different setups, hydraulics and stuff, Frank was one of the guys that I would look at his stuff, you know, because fuck, he had badass cars.
Yeah.
You know, he had badass setups. Like, you know, he's the inspiration to all that shit, you know.
That's funny. I was gonna say, I met Frank back when I was in high school. He had a shop. Well, it was Joe Montenegro's shop, House of Hydraulics. You guys are probably too young for that.
Who? What hydraulics?
It was House of Hydraulics, Joe Montenegro, and
No,
I remember when
Not me, man.
when I first met
No,
Frank
yeah.
there. Yeah, when I met them there, I pulled up on my 64. I seen all these guys, you know, they were from Spirit. Man, I was so nervous walking up there, but I had to do it because I needed some work done on my hydraulics.
Right.
You know, and I remember Frank when he was a youngster. I don't know if Frank remembers that day, but you know, a long time ago, man.
She's setting you up for this one.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite car you painted?
But look what we said. She's
Oh,
setting you up. She's setting
Actually,
you up.
you know what? It's very, very, very hard to decide. But I think my favorite ones is probably Samson's and Daniel Choa's because they let me do what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, man, it's like they say. I mean, once the cars left my possession and I see them go on the trailer, it's hard to see them go, man. It's like, damn, you know, it's like 57. We built the same way. I mean, we all stood together and we seen it on a tow truck and it left, and it's like, you know, like a part of me left with that car because every car I do, a piece of me goes in that car.
Yeah.
It's just the way, you know, because I have such a passion for it. I love that stuff, you know.
You guys there for the unveiling?
Mm-hmm.
Got to do all that? What was that experience like?
It was kind of
That's crazy.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's just the people, the reactions. It's like, man, and it goes back to like what Buck says. It's you look at it, it's like, man, I really did that. You know, it's hard.
That's awesome.
It's hard to believe. Like, damn, we pulled that shit off.
And a lot of those people that were there, they're not, a lot of them, that's the first lowrider they've ever seen, like in person.
Right.
So they were just tripping out, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, we were
Right.
not expecting this. We thought just, our car would go up and down.
Like,
Right.
I've taken my car to a lot of places and got reactions, but I've never had a reaction like that.
Mhm.
But I think it's like Jeremy says, is they weren't expecting that. You know,
Right.
some of those people have never seen a lowrider. You hear about a lowrider, you see them on TV, you see a picture of it, but in real life, sitting there in front of you, it's like seeing a monster truck.
Yeah.
Shit, I
Yeah.
used to love watching monster trucks. Then when I seen that thing in real life, I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? It was a whole nother respect for that thing.
Like when we were at the stadium, the first night when they put it in front of the stadium, like you go to a lowrider show, everybody knows what they're gonna go and see.
Right.
But that night they had it in front of the stadium, so everybody's like focused on basketball. We're gonna go walk in the stadium and watch the game. And they were walking and look and then spin around and be like, what the hell is this? And everybody came and took pictures of like, wow, this is freaking amazing. And the biggest comment that I get that I had to tell a lot of people when they look at the trunk, they're like, what is that? Like they think it's an engine. They're like, man, that engine is badass. Yeah. So there was a lot of people that you had to explain to them because, like I said, that's the first time they've ever seen a lowrider in real life, especially like that.
Yeah, that's crazy because exactly what you said is like, I think from living in Phoenix and being in Arizona, that was an honor just for people that are Suns fans that are in the lowrider community. Be like, that is fucking dope. Like that is so cool for this NBA organization to bring that concept to the thing, and then so I can only imagine how you guys feel.
Yeah, it was our honor to do it.
Exactly.
To do it for for the culture.
Yeah.
For the true lowriders, you know.
So that right there, baby. Yeah, that's what's up, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna clap that. You can clap that, baby.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause to me, that was awesome for me. Like, damn, that's fucking badass. Because like you said, it wasn't just Arizona that seen that shit. The whole world seen that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for you guys to have a hand in that is awesome. Ask Samson if he has keys to the.
Got the keys to the city?
City of Mesa? What the heck?
Oh, let me pause real quick. You know, that's not how you spell it. Right?
No.
Bro, I was like,
That's a phone right there.
I was like, bro, am I really talking about Galaxy? Right now?
So far I've seen about 4 pages from Chubbs.
Man, I
somebody-
was just about to say, he got
somebody
like
did
35
change.
pages.
How many pages does this Chubb guys have?
Go to Chubbs.
Hey man, I appreciate you chiming in on each
On
and every
every
one of them.
page, hey, that's a lot.
cool.
Hey,
That's
more
cool
likes
shit.
for me, man. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
thank you.
got
I got a quick question for you, real
You
quick.
got AI.
So, or observation actually. So I noticed that the Phoenix Suns has their new uniforms designed after the car, or was the car designed after the uniform?
The car was designed after the uniform because they showed us what they wanted, and I told them, I said, I ain't gonna promise you guys anything. I said, but we'll do our best. And I tell you what, I mean, I think we did all right, huh?
Yeah.
There was the whole thing that they were putting together. They already knew that they wanted like a lowrider theme for the Chicanos and everything. So they had somebody design the jerseys, and they had somebody design the courts, and then they contacted Bugs and wanted to design
To match
the car. So, but they wanted everything to kind of go together.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
Yeah.
put it together, yeah.
I thought it was gonna be the other way around. I thought they were gonna do the car first,
Bro.
and
They
then
should've.
then everything after that. You know what I
They
mean?
should have done the car first.
Uh-huh.
You would've had more time.
And that's the thing about it, you know, it's like, it took the car for a little run, you know, with Book, and the car kept failing, man, but that wasn't our fault because we didn't do no engine work. We were only responsible for the paint, hydraulics, and interior. You know, I mean, you know, people think like, well, you guys messed up because it didn't run, but no, that wasn't up to us, you know, but we got it running though. You know, it's just that they were running out of time that they couldn't foresee all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but it happens, man. She's an oldie. You know, I mean, they weren't driving a brand new car.
Yeah.
We told them that, but they knew it, so they took a chance.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I mean,
So having it put it out a couple times.
yeah, overheated a couple of times, and but I mean, it was something simple, but we was trying to get.
It's a
trying to
car.
get that- Yeah, like you know, like I told Booker, I go, well, you're not driving a Mercedes, you're driving a.
In 7 weeks. And in 7 weeks, you don't got time to. Hey, it started and ran good when we got it. So we're like, okay, let's focus on everything else.
It's like you guys know these cars, you know, when that car showed up to the shop, it had it had its own personality. But we ripped everything out of that car. We gave it a whole new personality.
Right.
So the car had to just figure out what it was, and how it was, and once we got it to where it needs to be, it's good now. But
Yeah, she's pretty good now.
yeah, she's solid.
So have you guys been able to drive it?
Yeah, we drove it.
Oh,
You
we
guys,
have
each
to-
one of you guys drove it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't touched that car.
You know,
Message.
when they brought the car back, you know, Samson did what we did to it, and that thing ran strong. As a matter of fact, I mean, we made them tires chirp.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But because we have to, because hey man, like it's gonna break, let it break right now. And so, you know, we took it down a back road and we lit it up, and that car runs good.
Yeah, even though it did overheat that one time, this is a badass car.
right.
Yeah,
And we
Shit, man.
got it back to the shop. Did some upgrades to the engine, you know, some aftermarket parts, put stuff in there, and got it going 100%. And you know, you got to test drive it. You know, every mechanic, even though you think that your mechanic didn't drive your car, they did.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Probably throw
I'm a mechanic.
Probably throw a little
Yeah.
fellow in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go get some lunch or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it runs like a champ now.
Oh yeah, it runs good. So
Hydraulics, you know, working good. You know, but like we told Phoenix Suns, welcome to the lowrider world.
Yeah.
Lowrider problems.
Welcome.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I remember taking my 64 up on Central and carburetor went out. You know, and after that, I broke a gear. So there we are at Circle K on Central in Roseville. Circle K is right there,
Yeah.
up on the side right there. Hey, what's up, man? Trying to fix my dang car, man, and we got it though.
Yeah.
No problems. Hey, but I tell you what though, what's those problems, man? And because of that, I made a lot of people on Central.
Yeah.
I made a lot of friends with them because the car breaking down every day. Need some help. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's cool, you know. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's gonna happen.
So where does that car sit now? It's in the stadium?
I have no idea. where the
Booker's
car's at.
garage. No.
Yeah, no, it's somewhere close to the stadium. We don't know exactly where,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yeah.
but they have it under wraps. you know.
Oh, gotcha.
They say they display it, as far as what they told us, they display it in front of the stadium on all the El Valle games.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Whatever
the tournament games.
No, well, they wear that jersey. They're gonna be so many times in the year. So whenever they wear El Valle jerseys, the car should be out in the front.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
anybody can go and check it out and see.
And who came up with that name? Was that them, you guys, or who came up with the name?
No, they did.
Did it?
Yep, they did because they had an artist. Gosh, I'm sorry, I can't think of his name, but he designed the shirt and the plaque, you know, the lettering on it, and so they went off of that, and I mean he did a good job.
Yeah.
You know, real cool dude. He's Chicano too. He's a professor at ASU.
They get
I'm
y'all
sorry,
some Suns gear? They hook y'all up?
yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
not gonna say that either.
Come on now. Hey, real quick, man.
Yeah.
I know we kind of edging time. We don't really push for time. You know, it's not like crazy like that. But I do want to say that for people who are listening, man. This Saturday, Live Ride Podcast with myself, Agent Zero Risley, we're going to be hosting High Class's first annual Christmas car show. It's in Tolleson. It's a free family event from 8 to 2. Make sure y'all check it out, man. It's crazy. They have a bunch of people performing, a bunch of cars, all kind of stuff, man.
Man, it's going down.
We're gonna be hosting. We proud to be hosting that event. So man, go ahead and check us out. I don't have the flyer for next week, but it's all good because next week we will have another show. So and then winding back to Frank, I was super excited that he reached out to us a few week ago. And he asked us to broadcast live at his at the Hop, February 17th and 18th.
Frank shot.
So we're gonna be out there broadcasting, talking to some people, doing some stuff. So we're gonna have more information about that. The flyer. We're also gonna be at the little exhibition, the Lowrider Joint, February 17th
Lowrider
at the
magazine.
Phoenix Convention Center. We'll be broadcasting there as well, man. So we got a lot of stuff on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You guys can always get updates. Our everything to follow us is at LiveRide65 on everything. 65 means absolutely nothing. It's just something we got, but it's LiveRide65. 65 is not how old he is. It's not how tall he is, and it's not my waist size. It's just a number.
One of them is true. One of them is true.
No, stop saying that shit. I know. Motherfuckers always look about that. They were like,
I think we're gonna guess it.
I said, hey, at the end of the year,
number
man.
3, my lord. No, man, but make sure you check out the events coming out, man. But I know this Saturday we're gonna be out there grooving in Tulsa.
Oh yeah, man, it's going down.
Do you guys have any social medias for your businesses or just
Yeah,
personal?
I'm under Instagram under El Bugs Did It.
Okay.
You know, so you can go on there and
We'll make sure we share that.
check out some of my work in there. Everything I say in there is my work. You know, I might do some random videos with different friends that I have in there too. You know, and then you know what's that?
Yeah, I have Instagram. It's Come On Homes.
Come on.
Yeah, and I got some stuff in there. There's not a whole lot of stuff that I post, but there's a few things in there, the cars and different things. But yeah, it's Come On Homes.
I need to lay and play my 96 Stankin' Lanky.
Come on,
There you
Holmes.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, home.
You have to come to Mesa.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. It's 30 minutes.
I don't really put nothing on there, but mine is Jeremy Jackson, 1979, I think.
79.
Yeah.
Is that for the year of Monte Carlo or is that for your birthday?
I'm not gonna say it either.
God, that was another.
I like this guy.
Yeah, you see
You're like,
that?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I like
I mean, I had to go with that the year I was born.
It's his pant size.
I think he was 79.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who this is. I'll just read it out. So proud of my husband and the whole team for their hard work.
Oh, it's my wife. Because I'm not married.
Well, I see the name.
Under the name, I don't want to say nothing either,
I
man.
was
but-
like, you playing?
Yeah.
All right.
He's already there on his phone. He's on his phone right there. Putting it on there, texting it.
She just sent the picture of the couch. Like, don't say something. Watch what happens.
Williams, Gary, you never trust someone with 2 first names. He said, congratulations.
That's what my daddy
guys."
said.
All right, Ricky Bobby. It's all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, real talk, man. I bet it was an honor for you guys to do what you do. Not just on that car, but throughout, you know what I'm saying? Your whole time doing painting, upholstery, you know what I'm saying?
Hydraulics.
And, hydraulics and all that good stuff, man. We love to keep people updated, especially people that are listening. They like to know, we like to let everybody know that hey, anybody fabricating, painting, this and that, because they people ask us like, hey, the people you have in your show, where can we get them at? So, you know, we're always more than happy to, you know, give that information. And, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, like I say, just go on to Instagram and you can personal message me. But I mean, I'm not doing too many paint jobs, you know what I'm saying? Because I concentrate a lot of my other artwork that I do, which is lettering and pinstriping. I like to paint, you know, and it's funny because I want to retire from it a while back, but I'm like a drug addict, man. I see a paint job and man, I want to do another one.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So as long as I start seeing some badass work with other painters, I'll do them, you know, but I mean, I don't know how much more I have left in me, you know, but I enjoy what I do. So I'll keep going as long as I can, you know, and until the man upstairs says I'm done.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? And meantime, I love what I do. I enjoy it. You know, the only thing I don't like is dealing with customers who have attitudes, thinking that they're gonna push their way in or come at me like, you know, because I've had people like that. Hey, you know, I'm so and so. I'm like, well, I don't care who you are. I mean, this is my business, and I'll take care of you if you're patient. But I don't need attitudes.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't think anybody needs that really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, because you come up, if you come with a good attitude towards me, when you get what I give you, you're gonna love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it goes. I mean, I got a couple of cars I'm doing right now, and you know, I don't want them mad at me, so I told myself I'm gonna take care of the end. I'm gonna get some extra stuff for taking so long, but I had to get this, you know, this Phoenix project out of the way.
Yeah.
And hopefully they understand.
They will.
Hell yeah.
It makes them like, hey, I got this from the same person.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want people thinking, well, if you did that car too much, you could do mine. Like, no, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
You got too much money?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, money talks, but
But don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't want to put off on all that. It just, you know what? It's something that I had a team come with me and we did it. We knocked it out. You know, and hopefully there'll be other people that want me to do stuff. I mean, I already had a couple of people ask me up, you know, ask us about more jobs. And I can tell people, you know, I mean, and these are big companies. You know what, Joe? I see that car in my hands. I believe it. Until then, it's just talk.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask you, is there anything else coming down the pipeline for your crew or your team? You know, working on another project.
There's a couple things happening, but you know, it's the same thing. Until I see it in my hand and I see a contract in front of me, then it's real. Right now, it's just all talk.
All talk. Yeah.
You know, it happens a lot. A lot of people are just window shopping. I'm gonna bring my car and I've done it before too. I made room for people's cars and they don't even have these things. Tell me, hey, Bugs, I decided to go somewhere else. And I see the car show like, thought you were bringing me the car. Well, yeah, give me a better deal. That's fine. But at least tell me, hey, Bugs, I'm going somewhere
Well, say that with your chest then. You know what I'm saying?
Business.
Yeah, but you know, it's all good. I mean, hey, you know what? I learned too, you know what I mean? When I get my shop, I mean, I'm gonna make a lot stricter rules, you know, that this way it's gotta run. Nothing personal, but when you run a business, you know, it's like having a taco shop. I can't hook up all my friends because I'm gonna go broke.
Yep.
You know, if I give you a deal, you know, save you $500, $100 on this, you save some money. But you know, but like I said, that's when I get the new shop.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely, man.
Heck yeah.
Well, you know what? Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, it's been working, you know.
Yeah.
So kudos to y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check us up out of here, man. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Catch us live. We got a lot of stuff to talk about and updates. This don't have to be your only time coming. Whenever you guys want to come and shoot the shit,
Drive from Mesa. Come on down.
come on to the event. You know what I'm saying? Any events and stuff, you know. Hey, we are friends now.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know?
That's cool. And I'll tell you what. I mean, maybe one of these days, we could do another show on painting and cars. You know, I mean, maybe somebody wants to hear a story. You know, back when when I started Cruising Central back in the day.
Definitely.
You know, bring up some stories about OG Mondo. You know, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? E.T. You know, rest in peace too. You know, I mean, Marv, Mechanic Factory, rest in peace. Danny D. I mean, there's a lot of good stories, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I could write literally write a book on things that I've seen and done.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
This the audio book.
Yeah, we got to do something on site, man.
Yep.
We gotta do it on
And I'm
site.
sure Samson's got some good stories too. I mean, growing up, you know,
I want to see one of those bikes, man. I want to see one of those 2-story bikes.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, man. Either you build one or you have your dad build you another one, man.
Well,
I
we
wanna
can
see
build
that
them,
shit.
but I'm telling you right
I
now,
want to see that shit.
if you
I
see
ain't riding
it,
it.
you have to ride it.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you can't
Oh,
say
you can't
Oh,
say
they look like I designed for a fucking bike.
Fuck
you
yeah.
want to ride it, man. I mean, you're riding,
Yeah.
you're down in the whole shit, man.
I know.
If you fall,
Oh, no.
get it.
All right, I'll ride it. But
No. My wife would probably agree with it for the life insurance, but hell no.
I agree with it for the footage.
Fuck
Hey,
no.
that's a big
That's
fall.
a big fucking.
That's what I call
I think
it.
Samson has to do a ride. I go, hey, I don't want to ride that bike.
So you do have one?
Yeah, we have. There's one in my.
Oh, what the hell? You have one still
What's on
functioning
your picture of
to
it?
Yeah, we have one still functioning
this day.
to this day. Yeah.
I'll ride
Holy
it.
shit.
I'll fuck it.
You good luck, man.
Yeah, we-
Hey, first of all, I know how to hop off of shit.
You
know
go
what
to
I'm
my
saying?
dad's backyard. There's a lot of fun shit back there.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck. We have a unicycle.
I
What the hell?
I ain't
Fuck,
fucking
it's
around.
probably at least 6 feet tall to get on it, and I ain't seen anybody ride it. None of us could ride it, but we have it back there in case somebody wants to try it.
I'll give it a try. Fuck, I'm signing myself up for shit.
Oh,
No, we out of here.
We definitely going live then. Yeah.
Well, I hope it wasn't boring to a lot of people. You know what I mean? And got a little bit of insight on that build.
Yeah, man. We found out everything we wanted to
I'm
find
trying
out,
to
man.
come
That
back here
was-
with some more stories. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? It's
And-
volume 1.
I thank you for inviting us to you guys' place. You know, doing more with you guys. That's a compliment towards us. You know, that show how comfortable you guys are with us
That's
and
good.
inviting
Yeah.
us out and stuff. So I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely appreciate that, man.
And so, real quick, every time I hear the name Samson, I always think of the movie Half
Half
Baked.
back Samson.
Yes.
I want to speak to Samson and only Samson.
I knew that was gonna be brought up. I
I
knew it was gonna be brought
The
up.
whole time.
Every everywhere I go, that's what comes up. I walk up there, I want to talk to Samson.
Hey, Rob, 1980, good homies right here. Much love and respect from Anaheim,
Cali.
California.
Damn.
Right on,
Little
right on, man.
Anaheim.
Little Bear.
Thanks for
I've been
Cali.
out there in a
Thanks,
minute.
Anaheim, for chiming in, man. Appreciate that. Watching.
It's a Little Bear because California has a big.
Man,
Whatever. Yeah, I go start
Man.
digging into that.
go back to Cali.
Anyways, man, y'all have a good night. Man, my name is Mike Lynn. I'm gonna let you guys give your exits. You guys can say your names, any social media, you want people to
Shout-outs,
check it
whatever.
out, shout outs, and then yeah, man. So do your thing.
Like I said, if you guys want to follow me, I'm gonna El Bugs did it on Instagram. Check out my stuff. See what you think.
And come on homes,
Instagram?
Instagram, come on homes, and that's the only type of social media that I do.
No Facebook, no nothing else?
Nah, man.
Come
they
on,
start looking
homes.
for you.
They start looking for you?
Yeah.
What you got,
And
Jeremy?
mine is Jeremy Jackson, 1979 on Instagram. I want to throw this up to my kids
Nice.
and my
Right,
parents
man.
and my
Shout out.
brothers. What's up, guys?
Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't really say too much because I just sit here quiet.
He's like, he's on The Price is Right.
I know that's what I do. I don't like talking. So.
I know you made
Yeah.
me do the same thing now. That's why I've been sitting here.
Yeah, I'm smart,
You the only one
Yeah.
quiet. I gotta be quiet. I gotta watch everything he watching.
He's your quiet one.
Yeah, we got our crowd one over here too, man.
Hey, man, I'm doing shit.
And this is Agent Gerald. And thank you guys for your support every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Thank you guys for chiming in tonight. We got some people from out of state chiming in tonight to hear what these guys had to say. Appreciate all the followers and the support that you guys given us since we've been doing this. You guys have a nice night.